Hello and welcome back. I am your host, Lord Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me, you all, and having an ample amount of patience as I return after a very well needed time out to take a necessary journey, a time out to elevate, a time out to ascend. And now I am taking the time to transcend some enlightenment and provide some source of sense and development of what insights I've gained on this leveled up journey that I've encountered, that I have willfully accepted. And because of that, I have been highly rewarded. And because of that, there is jealousy, envy, and a lot of other unnecessary chaos and drama that follows. But I do want to say that a lot of good things follow as well. Not giving too much credit to the shadow side of the nature that is provoked in others when others see you doing well or blessed, developing very much so in your divinity. So without further delay, let's go ahead and begin. So let's go ahead and talk about spiritual harvesting and the aftermath, okay? So this is basically what the reading is going to contain. We're going to look at the developments of the aftermath of spiritual harvesting and judgment. This is people who have listen to bad advice from karmics. This could be individuals, siblings, parental, your boss, your neighbor, your colleagues. Anybody can be a karmic. Okay, a karmic tarot reader who has been providing false advice, misleading advice, misguidance in order to hurt others because they lack stability in love or finances or wherever there is lack of. And one may possess a great magnitude and the other party is left feeling inadequate and will project black magic or just completely disgrace themselves in order to create a downfall effect for you. This is for people who agree with the demonic forces, and when they do, become a part of a demonic or devilish or sinful collective, they then realize the sinful nature of the individuals around them and may analyze their own a sense of awareness about themselves or character and become very impatient on how to quickly come out of malicious or dangerous situations, because the tides eventually will turn, and whoever is involved will be cast up into any direction that the universe sees fits for the person to flee, basically. This is for people who have chosen the wrong life partner and is currently living a life that they feel does not belong to them. False inheritance. We're dealing with forces that are trying to destroy your journey and destroy your destination. This will cause the victim to feel misaligned, with their life path, which furthermore results in stagnation and just living, in a sense, living a lie, not willfully, but when you choose a path that does not align with your life path, you're deceiving yourself and you're living it's almost like you're living in a parallel universe when you are off of your life path. And it's our job to find our way back onto these life paths in which our inheritance is awaiting for us. Your inheritance is due justice. In order to get that, you have to provide due diligence. So if you're giving up on your life path, you won't receive your inheritance. In order to receive your inheritance, you must be actively consisting in achieving your purpose. So without further delay, let's go ahead and do a tarot reading on judgment after spiritual harvesting. That is when someone steals your energy, depleting you with a sense of false identity. People may target you if you are in love with someone. Someone may actually take on that person's character as a sense of demise, as a sense of counteracting your interest and who's influencing you. Okay, so these could be people that you gain advice from. These could be friends. These could be secret lovers. People that are aware of an individual that has your heart. People may target you into manipulating and tricking you into thinking that you're the one that they're looking for. You're the one that they're in love with, because they're trying to steal the essence and the energy and even the characteristics of the apple of your eye in order to steal the inheritance of the one that you're in love with. So we're going to look at the aftermath. Again, the aftermath of spiritual harvesting. We're going to look at the person who's stealing, and we're going to look at the energy of those who are looking at the thief. We're going to look at the people that have been robbed. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at this. So, what is the spiritual judgment? What is the judgment of a spiritual harvesting? Okay, so when someone is trying to spiritually steal from you, they're going to try and keep consistent contact. They're going to call you back to back every day. This person could even be trying to gain control over your mind, gain control over your finances, gain control over your decisions, your assets, gain control over your person of interest, okay? This person could even be inquiring, asking lots of questions in order to obtain a certain amount of information in order to disillusion you. So if you feel that you're in love with someone could cast a spell, and a spell is a reverse. It's to disillusion you, to discombobulate you, to confuse you into thinking that you don't love who you love. You're not thinking the thoughts that you're thinking. It's projecting false information onto others by means of reverse psychology. Okay? Now, this could be done very much so with people who work in as I stated, a public, that works in a public workplace, a public site, on TV, someone who has control over a crowd, a body of people, affiliation, definitely someone who has a platform and in the public view as far as work. They have power to influence over others, okay? We also have false narratives, painting a picture of one thing when in fact it, when decoded, it represents something totally different. Again, that is associated with false identity. That is spiritual harvesting, creating arts of work that are deceptive, painting a picture that means something, and in fact it has a completely different symbolic imagery. And so those are the things you'll have to be very careful of. This is people who are painting themselves one way, but in actuality, they are a fraud. Yes, spiritual harvesting, they are frauds. Okay, so moving forward. Yes, we're going to be dealing with, so the aftermath would be, a lot of you guys have been frauded and may have to go through defrauding, proving who you are so that you can clear your name. Some people are trying to cast defamation of character, steal your reputation, okay? This is judgment. So some people could be receiving paperwork or be summoned to court for stealing someone's identity. So we also have false identity. Okay, these people could have been promoted and even paid, celebrated to basically rob you. And again, people who are celebrating these false images are not even aware that they're idolizing false gods, that they're congratulating false influencers, people that say one thing but actually mean another, mixing the lies with the truth so that you'll constantly be under their thumb, constantly be under their spell work, okay? Yes, these are people who have developed close bonds with you, who are great negotiators. I'm hearing that mediators and negotiators have the ability to spiritually rob people of soul ties. So we have friends that could be trying to get you back with an ex or tear you apart from an ex or a current lover. People who, again, so spiritual harvesting can be done. It has to be done with, the person has to gain confidence of the public, the crowd, or the person that they're trying to influence. Okay, that's how they're trying to gain this person's trust, negotiating, trying to gain a sense of bond, coming through as they have some sort of clout, but really they're stealing the essence and the energy of someone that you know, because they know what you want, they know what your person want, or they just simply know what your plans are. And that's what the enemy does. They try to discover your plan. Once they know your plan, they have a plan to demise that. Okay? And absolutely, this person is currently going to be found out. This person could have been recently found out. But we are in the season where the cloak has been removed from the eyes of the blind. Those who have been robbed are aware. The one that is doing the robbing has been exposed. So we are dealing with spiritual judgment. And let's find out what's going to happen to those who have been deceived. Okay, so we have a verdict here. Those who have been spiritually harvesting other people's energy, lying, gossiping, slander back, delivering some type of backstabbing effect, they are being held very much responsible for what they have done. These people or person has encountered an immense amount of guilt for stealing. It looks like a woman It could be a woman, it could be a man, but someone could be guilty for being a womanizer, for not respecting women, not giving women their credit or their due diligence, misjudging women. Okay, yeah, that's energy harvesting. Always downplaying women, disrespecting women, categorizing women, making them feel like they ain't shit but worth nothing but what they have between their legs to offer. That is considered spiritual harvesting. You are defaming and stealing the credibility of divine feminines, categorizing them as karmics because you look at women like they're all the same, or vice versa. If this is a woman that feels like this towards a man, this could be a woman that treats all men the same, like they ain't nothing but worth they ain't nothing but whatever they got in their pocket. That determines their worth. Okay, so yeah, some people could be like, you ain't worth no more than what you got in your pocket. Okay, so some people could be coming to light about how they've had love stolen from them because someone was stealing their inheritance, which in return created a domino effect in their love life. Because we all know that once you play with someone's financial stability, it does affect their love life. So some people could be dealing with spells of misfortune. Okay? That's spiritual harvesting. Okay? Also, someone that that's very double-sided. Someone, again, presenting themselves one way but contradicting themselves when they show others the other side. We also have energy showing up that wants to talk about people who are, it's showing up, people that discredit people that are irreplaceable, that are affectionate, honest, gorgeous, handsome, and have a beautiful inner garden. The universe is saying, people see your reputation, your credibility, and they want to steal that. They want to ruin your reputation. That is spiritual harvesting, okay? And this is, again, for those who know what spiritual harvesting is, you don't have to, this video may not be for you, but this is definitely going to highlight some of the things people are forced to deal with in regards to spiritual harvesting during a time of judgment for spiritual harvesting. There is the wages of sin are hello. I heard it was death, but I don't know, you tell me. So we have people who are withholding, again, information. It could be a person, place, or thing. Okay? People who, yes, people cheating you out of your finances, people cheating on you in a loving relationship. They're taking your energy, making love to you. Your energy, you could vibrate higher than your lover. You go to bed with your lover cheats. They take your energy, your high vibrating energy, and transcend that into another lover, and that side lover gains credibility of the energy that they gave them, when in fact it came from you. You're the divine. So with the judgment, it looks like there will be people that will be coming back to make peace, because it looks like there will be, during the judgment, there is a time of reversals. So we're dealing with a season of universal reversals. So curses that have been placed upon you and your loved ones are being reversed. Divine, it doesn't even have to be a divine. It could be a divine masculine or a karmic masculine. This is what's coming up in the reading. That have left. This could be divine or non-divine, karmic or divine masculine, either or, that have left their families in search of superficial things such as beautiful women, or I don't know, money, cars, or whatever is weaving a wedge between you and your loved one. Some of these men are waking up that waking up to their own shadow side during this judgment, this season of judgment. And they're realizing that the decisions that were made were off balance. And while they were in separation from their divine unions, they strategically withheld things from their divine partner that should have been rendered to them. And in the end, they cheated their partner out of what they were entitled to. And at the end, they ended up with nothing. And that is the judgment. They're going to have peace with the destruction that they've created. They're going to have peace with the chaos that they willfully created, that they participated. Because we can participate, but everybody is participating and influencing each other on different levels. And it really all depends on how much energy did you really put into your plan of demise. And that will weigh the extent of your karma. And again, it keeps saying that some people have really played themselves, the masculines. Okay, so during this reading, it looks like the energies wants to speak about the masculines. Masculines. Hell, it could be divine or karmic, however you want to look at it. I'm not going to get into the specifics on that, but just the masculine figure is under judgment in the physical universe. So above, so below. And again, manifesting and dealing with the physical. Yes, it's one thing when you manifest in the spiritual world, but it's another when you have to deal with the physical backlash of your manifestation. Okay? So when you bring something down into physical form, you have to now be willing and ready to deal with reality. And some of these divines, or these could be karmics, whatever you will, have outsmarted themselves. Okay? Not the other people. They've jumped the gun. They're a little ahead of themselves, and they're realizing that they were trying to separate unions, divine unions, out of greed. Greed does not have to revolve around money. It could be energy harvesting. So these are people that are greedy, that love to hold others back, that envy others, jealousy, throwing a monkey or a wrench in other people's plans, spiritual attacks, black magic, voodoo dolls. This is the extent that the enemy is going to in order to steal your contracts, destroy your contracts, okay? We also have someone will be helping someone with great logic and will help someone be delivered from this some sort of demise. Again, this is a season of people coming back to ask for forgiveness. It's been final judgment, and some people are asking to be delivered, and the question is, people are cautious. They don't know if they should come back to ask for forgiveness or if they should just wallow in their shadow side and the misery of their aftermath. Also, I do see cyber attack out here. Somebody could have been attacking people on the web. Somebody's trying to avoid cyber attack. Again, that's more spiritual harvesting. That is a landfill of spiritual harvesting on the website, especially social media. I don't need to name the platforms. We all know what they are, okay? And people smiling behind the scenes, but they can't really step to you and tell you what they really feel, because it could hurt some people's feelings. Some people are rooting for you and some people are not. Some people are sitting back watching the demise, okay, and smiling because they may even realize that the plans of the karmic is not going to work. Or some people could be smiling and planning your downfalls, happy that you didn't get fulfillment. Some people may even want you to give up on your unions. That's spiritual harvesting, trying to hold people back from. This sounds like exes that could be popping up, trying to hold people back from their spiritual unions if people want to take things to the next level. Those intermingling relationships are under judgment at this time. People pleasing is under judgment. People's completeness and spiritual perfection is under evaluation. Some people are going to come out shining during this time of judgment. So our spirits are being judged right now. Perseverance is going to be rewarded with good news and acceptance. So those who have persevered through energy harvesting, you will be rewarded. That means their attacks were unsuccessful, and you persevered and crossed roads on these unworthy individuals. Sounds like you stumped on the devil's head one time, okay? Because you're loyal. Someone has been consistently performing dark magic. And again, these psychics that are into voodoo, casting voodoo, black magic, and all that, I don't even get dabbling in all that. So whatever. But you got people out here, it's coming out once again, that are loyal to dark magic, loyal to being evil, conniving, and doing spell work. And it says they cannot wait to destroy. So you got people, even after judgment, they're getting hit with karma. They still are plotting the demise, which means they are not letting up. They are convinced that they can battle you spiritually on social media. It's popping up again. But when it's all said and done, they gonna mess themselves up so bad, they gonna have to ask God to forgive them. The universe, whoever. Somebody so envious. Even the justice system, I'm seeing cases being overturned. Some people could be going to jail for what they've done to you because of the black magic. And black magic could be something as simple as, let's just say, someone is going for a job. Someone could call your job, defame you, make you look bad. That's black magic. That's tampering with your inheritance, your future, your well-being, with the hopes of destroying you. That's people coming into your work field and trying to destroy your reputation. That's black magic. Okay, so there's different levels of spell work. Doesn't necessarily have to be somebody having a book, gaining information on how to manipulate the energies. This could just be very well somebody just harvesting dark energy and projecting that on you and what you're about. Okay? There's a very gentle nature about what's going on. So I feel like people, now that we're undergoing judgment, some of us are going to be giving birth to new ideas, creative projects. Some people are going to be giving birth to unions. Some unions are going to be successfully moving forward after great turmoil of people trying to sabotage and ruin the relationship. Some people are going to be giving birth to marriages, birth to actual babies and lineages, and birth to businesses, birthing their dreams. So some of you will This is a very gentle time in your life, and it is a private affair. Everybody doesn't have to know your grand ideas and what you're doing and what you're about, but what is very important must be handled with gentle care during this transformation. But people are going to try to ruin it, but it is divinely protected. And the only reason why people try to ruin others is because they consider themselves substandard, unworthy, or incapable. Okay, so people's chakras are going to be aligned after this judgment. That means things will be settling if they were in an uproar or up in the air. Okay, so some projects will be coming to a circle. Things that have been incomplete will be going through its last cycle. Okay. Absolutely, and you will be able to preach your gospel in regards to your accomplishments and your victory and what you were able to achieve. Your gospel is your victory. Your gospel is your testimony. Your gospel is the results of your perseverance. Okay? So, what is the judgment? Let's really focus on the judgment of what's going to happen to people. Okay? Okay, so people are going to be looking at themselves after you succeed and really start cleansing their energy and doing soul searching. They're realizing your shine is dulling their essence, and people are going to want to clean themselves up. So people that were very competitive, trying to compete unnecessarily, and you're in your own lane, it looks like you're going to cause these people, bring some shame upon these people and have these people look at themselves. People who, it's very interesting. We have people that were, if you're straight, you even had gay or bisexual people pursuing you. You could be so attractive that people may want to turn you out or want you a part of their sexual escapades or something. People show some desperation here. Wow. So it looks like you're going to gain a whole new fan base. You're going to have lots of people to choose from. Men, women. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what it's trying to say. So you're going to be so successful that men and women are going to want you. Also, you're going to cause people to look at themselves and evaluate themselves in their circles and cause them to clean themselves up with a little bit of soul searching. Okay. Because you're so fair-minded, you're having people rethink their own motives. Yeah. Some people may even try to tamper with your car. Okay. So, yeah. People that have tried to tamper with you could put their entire livelihood, ruin their entire life or career. Okay? Yeah. And then people are going to want to side with the underdog. People who used to defame you, the underdog is actually going to gain victory and their reputation. And for people are going to notice the spiritual perfection in the divine. And people that were very unwholesome, that were looks like some very unwholesome people have been surrounding divines. So divine feminine, divine masculine. If you're surrounded by very unwholesome people, it's time for you to clean your circle. Your circle is under judgment. If you stay in those circles long enough, you will reap the same karma and judgment because you did not exclude yourself from karma. You need to know when to exclude yourself and go into some sort of exclusivity. I hope I'm saying that right. When the shit hits the fan, you have to know when to go. Know when to stay, know when to go, know your role, okay? Yeah, these people are trying to pray to get this karma off of them. It's going down right now, complete chaos. People are praying. Now they want to ask for forgiveness because they're worried. They're worried why? A lot of them are worried that they've created their own bondage. A lot of people have even destroyed their bodies in the process, not waiting for marriage. Screwing anybody, and could have even encountered diseases that they can't get rid of, or some people bodies, or they're in marriages that they don't want to be in, and they're spiritually and and physically tied into people that they don't even want to be with. Some motherfucker got some kind of ownership of you, and people are realizing that they were ignorant. So it's very interesting. I just heard the song "We All Play the Fool," so it looks like some divine partners got into unions with karmics, and now that they're realizing the judgment and the aftermath, they're recognizing and telling themselves that they were ignorant for their decisions. So the divines are even under judgment for joining karmic unions. And if they did not leave, then they're definitely going to be thinking about leaving now. Okay? Either the karmic leaves or the divine leaves first. Whoever leaves, it doesn't matter as long as the chaos ends. Okay? Because once that happens, there will be new beginnings and fresh starts. Okay? Yeah. Some people were not in equally yoked relationships. We're not receiving a certain amount of equality, and in exchange was given reverse psychology. So a lot of people did not win in these unions that they thought were going to be of some sort of justice to them. They received no justice, and in return they've departed because they realized that this relationship or union it's stagnant. It's not going anywhere. It's one-sided. So you're going to be taking back your energy and removing yourself from unions. So unions are under judgment, okay? Even in jobs, they can apply in jobs. If you're working a job that you're not being paid for your work, you won't be going to work. And that seems to be the case of what is going on right now. Nobody wants to go to work. They're paying people to go to work. Why? Because we have been in contracts that are not fulfilling. Wages are too fucking low, and we have to deal with constant inflation. It's not making sense. The system is failing. Fix it. Okay? Let's move forward. What will be the rewards of those who have been robbed? So it says, alarm, alarm, ring the alarm. Those have been robbed probably will be sounding off. I have been robbed. So then the karmics are going to have the attention taken off of them and put on the divine. So the divine is going to be speaking up for what they feel is rightfully theirs. They're going to say what has been stolen from them. Okay? And people, the divines, do not need to shy away. You need to stand up and gain your inheritance. Stand up for what you want. Stand up for what is yours. Are you going to stand there and watch someone walk away with your inheritance? Or are you going to say, it's mine? Are you going to put in your claim form? Or are you just going to let someone else have what is in the lost and found? Okay, so I'm hearing from rags to riches. I'm hearing, I'm also hearing, I just had it. It's fleeting. Okay, so some people could be provided with choices that are fleeting. Some will be provided choices that are long-standing. You're going to have to use your discernment right now because it seems like there are going to be decisions that will be coming to a head. And people may lose out on things that they want to claim but have already been claimed by others. So it seems like if you were not on your P's and Q's and you missed out, somebody else claimed what you deemed junks. Okay, so we have the, what do you call it? One man's trash is another man's treasure. So we have situations where one person did not appreciate the other and someone else found value in that person. So we have the scales are balancing. What you denied will be accepted by one, and one will have to refuse the other. Okay? Or unless you go into third-party relationships, creating more drama and karma, repeating karmic cycles. So some people will be joining new cycles and closing out karmic cycles. Okay? So that's the results of energy harvesting, finding where you belong, finding your soulmate, your twin flames, whatever. I'm not going to get into all that, but whatever's whatever. Okay? Yes. Joining unions that are reciprocal Okay, so if you're not in unions that are reciprocal, you are having your energy harvested, stolen, captivated. Okay, so then we have, of course, we have divorces and marriages here. So there's going to be a scale sliding up and sliding down. We have great awakening. People are going to be waking up to who their partner is. Who the hell are you? People are probably, if you don't know, you might want to know. You might want to start asking some questions, okay? Some people are going to decide freedom. Their freedom is their joy. They no longer feel happiness within their unions or relationships. And people are going to ask to be freed. Stop harvesting my energy. I no longer want to be in this one-sided relationship with you. Okay, people that's used to controlling and having control of the relationship. Okay, so the rewards of people who are breaking these spiritual harvesting ties, you're going to get your freedom back. You're going to get your authority back. You're going to feel empowered. Okay, and these people will no longer have control over you, and you'll be able to teach other people how to do it. Okay, people may be even stealing your tactics, stealing your ways, and reciprocating that back to the masses as if they're the one that created it first, but the whole time they watching you. That's energy harvesting, okay? And you're going to be like, that's unfair. And you're going to get in that boss seat, okay? And you're going to do what it got to do, baby, because you're like, hold on, you can't take my crown, okay? But on my days off, you can have it, okay? But I didn't say you can have the crown. I said you can have a seat, okay? But I said it was temporary. You can't really sit in it. You can sit in it, but you can't sit in it, okay? So some of these people you're going to have to, they're going to have to understand the language of the divine, okay? So these karmics were in the boss position. So there's going to be bosses that are going to be demoted because they're karmics, okay? So the divines are going to be asking for their seats back. If the divines have been away, if divines have been distracted, if divines have been stuck, if the divines have been captivated, they're now being free and they're asking for their seat back. Excuse me, the seat is reserved. Okay? It's going to be an epic moment. How bad do you want it? Let's spring into action, okay? So a lot of people are going to be discovering the truth right now. So revelation is going to be very big. A lot of people are going to be talking. A lot of people that are not going to want to be a part of the fuss are going to feel very withdrawn. If there is truth, people will go silent. Others will talk. Okay, because there's been a lot of imbalance and gross negligence that needs to be cleared up. So looks like the smoke is clearing after the chaos, and we're going to see how much damage is done. Okay, what energies are we heading into? Ace of Swords, okay. So, oh yeah, once the truth come out, there's going to cause great suffering. Some people will feel that this is no laughing matter, while others will be laughing because the situation is repulsive. The situation is just ugly. Some people are going to be realizing, people that were operating in their shadow side, those karmic masks are falling off, and looks like people will be outcasting certain people at this time that they deem to be wicked. Some people you gave a chance to prove themselves, they're going to be outcasted. They're under judgment. These people, the same people that counted you out, are under judgment at this time. All it took was a spark, okay? An initiation. So, looks like Judgment Day is coming back for a routine cleaning, okay? So it looks like there's going to be a wave of information that's going to come out about this. Judgment, 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 and karma. What is due to you? After judgment, there has to be some type of good or bad karma. So the people that have been operating in good faith, honest, straightforward, you will receive your due justice. So due justice is here, okay? We're already under judgment. So people that are laughing, they got their own judgment. You just may not see what they're going through, but they're up front, close and personal, laughing at those who are fighting their battles and doing their just. They're looking at the illusions, but the finish touch of your perfection is what really matters, because everyone knows during the creative phase it's a little ugly, it's undeveloped, it's nothing, it's in motion, it's up in the air. But when it's finished, when it's all set in stone, then, okay, you will have justice. Showing justice, okay? Stability, absolutely. You're going to be recognized. Stability, you're going to be celebrated, okay? So judgment is here. Those who have been holding on to their energy while others have gossiped, harvested their energy, exploited. Okay, so a lot of divines have been under exploitation, and they're trying to protect their energies, while others have put themselves out there to be outcast, to be, under judgment. Okay, I feel that there are some spiritual guardians that are bailing out the divines for any misunderstandings. Okay, divine masculines and divine feminines, you guys are going to be uplifted while your karmics are being downplayed. And anybody can be a karmic. If you create karmic situations, you're a karmic. You create divine situations, you're divine. You choose what side you're on. Okay? Yeah, Ten of Swords. Okay, so yeah. So the rewards of those who have been faithful and true, your karmics are going to receive Ten of Swords. They're going to receive public backlash. They are going to have a lot of time wasted. They're going to be caught up, exposed. Yeah, we even have a Queen of Wands out here, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. You might even know this person. If that's not the case, this could be the person that is trying to catch you up. I feel like there's some trickery. And also, I wanted to say that there are doubles. You may date someone that could be a Libra, and there's another ex that is a Libra. So in these energies could be coming up as duos. People, that's energy harvesting. You could be in union with someone in a certain sign, and then an ex that is the same sign can come back up and confuse readers, and old energies replaying that have no place in your current energy force field, and they're forcing themselves in your energy force field. So I notice a lot of that happening. That's why you may see repeats, or 4-4, 5-5-5, whatever the hell. That means there is a double in the energy field. That means there's another zodiac sharing the same sign, trying to either these are participants, or someone is trying to intercept the energies. Okay, you gotta understand, some of these people don't even understand the cards that they dealing with. So you just got to know. And if you don't know and you're taking these people's advice, you could become very much misled if you are not making the right decisions for your own self, and for your own self in life. Okay, you have to be the boss. Okay, yeah, you got to be the shark in the shark tank. Okay, yeah, I feel like people are out to eat people alive. So look like the lamb. Okay, so the hunted is becoming the hunter. Okay, so yeah, people who were trying to show their soft side, passive, aggressive, not trying to stir up anything, and was, trying to feel no ways about certain situation, they've been pushed into the corner. So now the hunted is being the hunter. So I feel that there has been a false identity, or a false narrative that people have been living by. And I feel that something is transforming. Somebody thought you were a fool, and we have a karmic female again. So there's a lot of, downplaying, but when the energies reverse, okay, because that's what we're dealing with. The judgment is reversal. Once this judgment, the verdict is delivered, okay? So what they thought they were developing is going to be unmanifested, because once this transformation takes place, this reversal, and the cards are revealed, the mind games, the deception, the poker face, once somebody get the scoop on being used, on being caged, restricted, detained, okay, family inheritance, blood ties, blessings, okay, once someone find out that they've been taking out the inheritance, that someone stole their inheritance, once someone, people being denied from family, denied from their children, denied from, restricted from things that belong to them, their job, their house, their inheritance, anything that their will, okay, their DNA, who are your ancestors, who are you? The truth is going to prevail. And the Ten of Wands means very much, plenty of artifacts are going to come out, a lot of truth, a lot of downloads. Okay, people are waking up right now, the judgment. So the final judgment is people are awakening to the harvesters and harvesting. Okay, so I hope you have gained some sort of information on what's going on, the judgment, and what to look forward to. Okay, that is personal recognition, receiving karma, karmic dues, severing karmic ties, accepting sweet words of gestures, okay, showing appreciation for yourself, others showing you appreciation after a time of war, after being demoted, having a loss, okay, after losing your power, forced to run away, walk away, finishing up on business. When it's all said and done, the truth is going to come out. So the truth is prevailing. So thank you, judgment. I'll see you all soon.